Hello and welcome back to another episode of Hollow Knight Silksong. 9 hours 1 minute, that's nice. 9-1. I think last time I wanted to explore more in like the whatever that area is called.
Ada!
Farfields, right, yeah. So I guess let's do that. There's some other stuff that we kind of skipped now, but yeah. We have time, we have time. Right, and we can go up here now. Is there something here? No. Oops. Yeah, was there something down here though? Oops. Okay, I'm pretty sure I have been, like, here, right? Yes. Yes, that is that way. Have I been up though? Have I been, like, here? I mean, probably. I actually don't know that I have. Have I been up from here? No, I haven't. Do we do this? Okay, another way here. We are outside of the map right now. Well, yeah, okay. That was the wrong direction to go after the here. Oops. Oh. I didn't see him anymore. I thought he was, like, gone. Okay, 93. I need to use my abilities more. Okay. Are you back, by the way? No. Okay. So you don't respawn. Yeah, like the moveset of these like regular enemies is just so much. Like I can't stress it enough. It's just so much more complex than anything in Hollow Knight. Like most enemies in Hollow Knight have like 1 or 2 attacks. Yeah, there are lots of them that have like 2. Oh. But not much that have more than that. Okay, I can't get up there. Oh, I'm on one. Whatever. Let's go down here. Okay, he's dead. Another flea, another flea. Always good. I think we only need one more now for... I assume this is going to be like returning. I assume there's going to be like... more fleas. Just like with the grubs. Yeah, should still be like above that room. It might reconnect though, eventually. Let's go down first. Is this where we come from actually? It is, I think. Okay. There's nothing there, I think. No, it doesn't look like that's a breakable wall. Okay, so we actually kinda need to go up, which makes sense because below us is like the other room. Okay. That was not a hit. I like to kill those when I'm like not full on my silk. Just to get some silk. Okay. Oh no. No. That was stupid. Okay, but yeah, okay. I'm just trying to use my abilities now and I'm falling apart. But I think it's good. Okay, let's just go back here and then look at the map there. Yeah, and I think where I'm going now, I think I could have gone there even without the cloak ability. And like there's also something in Hunter's March where I couldn't continue. Is that the correct head? Yes. I'm not sure I actually need a compass. So far I seem to be pretty able to just tell where I am on the map, even without a compass. Might be nicer for viewing, I guess, because I don't have to explain where I think I am. The stuff doesn't respawn, right? I don't think it does. At least not that quickly. Maybe it actually... like, I haven't really investigated that yet, I guess. That's not really what I meant to do there. Yes, I can't get up there. Oh no. Oh. Who is over here? Okay, it's you. Basically all the detail is just so much more. Like even like this pillar, it has like in the background there, it has like some stuff going on it. Like background, it's just so much more than anything in Hollow Knight. Yes, I could continue this way, but I kind of want to see what's to the left. Okay, I think there's just the ground, yes. Okay. So yeah, I probably am back in the tall room now. But I'm near the top. And there's a bench here, that's nice. Where's the bench though? Sherma, that's your name, right? Don't despair. Don't despair, Pilgrim friend. Friend? Don't despair, Pilgrim friend. Friend, maybe? Don't despair, Pilgrim friend. Lift your sight and raise your voice. Have no fear, Pilgrim too. Believe is happy choice. I don't know, like this long, I don't really know how to do the long, stretched out words. Believing is a happy choice. Hi there, aren't these fields marvelous? And above us are the beautiful moors. Was it moors in English? It might be moors, actually. Where every pilgrim can fill their belly. These hot fields are wonder indeed. Oh, and that's, Hornet. These hot fields are wonder indeed, but hunters prowl the long grass. Playing your instrument will only alert them to your presence. Well then, alert them a shell, for where many gather, great songs are sung. Ooh, that's interesting. 'Cause this seems like someone who is like infected, not infected, but like, you know what I mean. And he seems to be pacified by her singing. That's so interesting. Yeah, okay, so the bench is probably in this building then. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Pilgrim's Rest. Mord. Come to rest, your very body. The climb is so agonizing, and even the devout must mind their limits. I'm impressed to find any without firm claw upon a weapon that could ascend so far. Without firm claw upon... Okay, I'm impressed to find any without firm claw upon a weapon that could ascend so far. Indeed, we are lucky to have made it here. Luckier than many others. Or perhaps the difference between the luck and unlucky is merely faith? Now, while we rest, shall we trade? If you have rosaries, I'll take them gladly. Weighted belt. A holy burden to help maintain your poise. Whether striking others or being struck yourself will remain firmly in place. Okay, so that's like steady body. I don't think I really like that. Tool pouch. That pouch of yours with the sharp, with the scraps left here and... That pouch of yours. With the scraps left here and a little work, I could add some pockets for you, let you carry more tools and shards while on road. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Memory locket? Memories only weigh us down, but some pilgrims still cling to them with unseemly devotion. This memory isn't yours, but perhaps you could find some use for it? And a rosary string. Not interested in trade? I wonder, will your rosaries weigh you down during your ascent? I kinda wanna save for the key right now. And he didn't... Like the tools or the pouch for the scrap is the most interesting that he had to offer. Feels like you should be able to move that somehow. Yeah, open the door for me. Think you're failing. Okay, so this goes there, okay. Okay. Okay, so there's nothing I can do here for now. Did I read this actually? Ilchim. You who have held tight to faith have been carried far. This station shall offer brief rest to those devout. Okay. Yeah, so how much like, so I have 162, I have another 120 here, and, okay, 240, and, 300, so I have 467 in total right now, so I don't need that much more for the key. So I definitely want to save for that, I think. Let's go down first, I think. Or maybe actually down there's the stag. So let's go here first actually. Oh, okay, so that's also interesting game design. But we can't go up here, we need something to interact with these wings. That's interesting game design, like you can't go up here, you are kind of forced to go to there first to see that. But I mean there's even like a bench sign there, so I'm not sure that it's actually necessary. But it's still interesting design. Have I been to the left here? Yeah, okay, that's where I came from. I wanted to be up there, but oh well. Okay, so that's just like a little shortcut. And another one here. That was stupid. No. Did we? There was like a sign here. Maybe I broke the sign. I think this is the place. Yeah, okay. No, target practice. I wanted to hit them both. Anything else here? Yeah, that's also something that is very noticeable in this game. Like, those are no mindless bugs, right? They are like, they have a complex moveset. They are like training here. They are like actually doing target practice. They are not like infected bugs like in Hollow Knight. They still have a mind. They might be like still possessed by something, but they are like, it doesn't rob them from their intelligence, where in Hollow Knight they were more mindless and more like zombies maybe, and that's definitely not the case in this game. But yeah, I don't think there's actually anything for me to do here other than like kill those, I guess. I mean, there could be something up from here. If I have like maybe a double jump, although I don't know how double jump would work, given that this is like the jump button. This looks like a fake wall, but it's not. Okay. Yeah, this is just back to the stag now. So I have 120. Here. Like, okay, so how much do I need other than the strings? So I have 120, 240. Okay, I have exactly 300 here, and okay, like need 3 more somewhere. Okay. Oh, okay, interesting actually. So I can go up this now. Okay, so it is like to make sure that you don't like, if you activate this earlier, that you can't just fly through this without like seeing the bench. That's actually good. Okay, then it actually makes sense that it's there. Because otherwise you could like fly up through here, not even seeing the bench sign or something, and just like being up here without even noticing the other way. Yeah, that makes sense. That's like a good thing to have done. Okay. So another lever block. And by the way, something that I also kind of didn't comment on. Interesting. Something that I kind of didn't comment on is, like the boss fight that we did, I think last episode. Maybe it was 2 episodes ago by now, but I think it was last episode. Like you had to finish him. You had to like have like the boulder drop on him. It's just like so unique. Wonder where this goes. Like this goes up quite a way. Okay, that's kind of cornered there, but it worked out somehow. Okay. And yeah, like, it's almost like a cutscene, right? Where in another game, there would maybe be a cutscene where you get told, oh, look, up here, drop the boulder on him, but you kind of have to figure it out yourself. And I really like that. And it's like, yeah, it's, I don't know. Okay, that's like a big updraft. Greymore. Or Moor? Still don't know how to properly pronounce that. It's probably Moor though, right? Did I get any rosaries by the way? No, still 3 missing. What is this? Hey, what would this give me? An elevator to more rosaries up there, maybe? I don't really want to spend 80 right now. Okay, 4. I don't really... Let's... Nice. I like how you can also just deflect kind of all projectiles in this. I think that was kind of a thing in Hollow Knight as well, though. What's down here? Shouldn't this like kind of go back? I guess not really. Maybe it connects to Hunter's March actually. Where's an enemy that has a more simple moveset again? Like, in general, these are very simple again. Okay, so if I have like 280, I can afford the toll back there. Oh, hello. That's like an interesting animation. Halfway home. Hello. How well met, traveler. Looking for a drink, a rest, or both? Fair greetings, good bug. The warmth of your hearth? Do you say hearth? I think so, right? Hearth is welcome upon these red plains. Some words I know what they mean, but I don't know how to pronounce them. Because I've never really heard them, I guess. And in English, like, there's a correlation between how you write them and how you say them, how you pronounce them. But it's not like a strict one-to-one. Hey, it's a damn climb through these parts. Used to be just pilgrims trekking my way, but odd times these are, and you ain't even the strangest shell wandering about. A rowdy old warrior stepped through not long back, caused quite a scene, and now a young lass taken up lodging in my top room. I wonder, rowdy old warrior, I wonder if that might be Shakwa, but doesn't really fit her. So I don't know. The lass mentioned, she's on the lookout for sharp types like yourself. Maybe pay a visit, if you haven't already. What the hell? What is this? Oh man, sweet surprise for you. You're adult, yes? Fully grown? Ready, don't? Certainly I'm no child, young one. Perfect then. You must ask a wish. For her, you would seek Farlum's many fabulous bags and cut them. Cut them with your blade. Cut them with your major spirit. Cut them with your savage elded heart. Would you help new? Could you take her scroll and fill its pages with the leanings of your cuts? Oh, I can't do this voice, I think. I can't keep it up. Learn. Bugs of Farlum. Promise wish? Bugs of Farlum, wish promised. Ooh, Ma, you make me so happy. Hunt down these creatures of this land and record them in the scroll. Oh, the Hunter's Journal. Oh, I see. I was wondering if we would get this in this game. That's so interesting. Learning about a land's inhabitants is a worthwhile undertaking. Perhaps you are more grown than you realize, Snow. Ma, such delicious praise, and make no shrivel. Go now, hunt and pray and begin our learning. Okay, so we need 100. We have 38 by now. Okay, and yeah, okay. fur-covered crawler with a series of sharp spikes along its back. Mosmer. Okay, so we have 38 of these right now. I kinda do want to read them. Okay, so this is a Mosquap. This is a Mosmer. Small fur-bearing creature capable of defeating itself with its small stinger. Or defending itself, that makes more sense. This bug is soft and clumsy. Oh, and this is like the hunter's note. That's like my own note now. It's not... I think in Hollow Knight it was kind of implied that the hunter's note were like from the hunter. Here we have like the hornet symbol, so it is more implied that these are my own notes, which I think makes way more sense, and also in this setting, and it makes way more sense that these are here. And here it says to complete the hunter's note. I think in Hollow Knight it was more something like decipher the hunter's note. So essentially saying, oh, then you have enough understanding yourself that you can understand what he means and you can actually read what he's saying. Whereas here it's like, I have observed it enough and then I make like my own note about this creature. Which I like that. I really do like that. Small fluttering creature capable of defending itself with its muscle. This bug is soft and clumsy, but to its fortune, its home caves seem relatively free of effective predators. I wonder why that is. Yeah, that is actually a good question. I haven't really thought about that. I mean, from a game design perspective, it's like the first area, and that's why, but you know, from a lore perspective. Moss Mother. Adult Mossmere with a fully developed stinger and hardened hide. So I do want to go back there just to complete these two and just defeat like in total 4 more enemies there. Agnet. Winged insect that feeds upon moss and lichen in the caves above Bone Button. In its natural state, it would avoid potential predators, but Falum's haunting now compels it to aggression. Fortunately, its jaws are ill-suited for combat. Skull Scuttler. Small soft bug that uses the hard skulls of the marrow for protection and disguise. In every land, creatures find new and surprising ways to disguise themselves. One must be wary, always. Wait, I skipped this one, I think. Skullboot. Soft bug beneath a huge horn skull. Charges at intruders to protect its territory and its smaller companions. Either its size has made it fearless, or the hunting has removed the sense of self-preservation. Yeah, interesting. Like, it is similar to the Skull Scuttler, the Skullboot. Because it's also, like, disguising itself, right? So, I find it more likely that the haunting has done that. And now we also have a name for it, which is nice. It's we call it the haunting here. Not the infection, but the haunting. Killick. Okay, we have to defeat a lot more of these to unlock it. I wonder if there's like an area that I skipped in... What is that area called? What is it called? I actually did forget the area name, I think. Killick. Small bony bug that favors dark tunnels. Can expand its spiked carapace to ward against attacking predators. Beastfly, aggressive fly of Falum's lowlands. Was it called lowlands? I think the area name was different. Ram's prey with its hard-boned mask. Carnet, common winged bug of the lowlands, generally docile but will attack if threats come close. Their plump, round shape makes them well suited for target practice. Difficult to resist testing my aim on them. Interesting. I could certainly do that. Vicious Carnet. So wait, this was just the Carnet. This is the Vicious Carnet, which you have seen like on our way up here even. Aggressive winged bug of the lowlands. When angered, it rapidly whips its blade tail as a weapon. Maul. So that's only when angered. So if I leave it alone, it actually doesn't attack? That's interesting. Mauling. Young bony bug that can curl its body to form a ball. Oh yeah, that's the one that was like at the very start as well. Like running around those platforms. Yeah. So we maybe have defeated 6 of those and we need 30. Would be my guess. Hoka. Spine-shooting drifter of the lowlands. Whatever admiration I had for its fleecy down is spoiled by its disturbing mask and its steely spines. Bell Beast. So we do get bosses here as well, which makes sense, it's the same in Hollow Knight. Huge hardbone bug that lives within and travels through the veins of old bells across Falum. This one has allied themselves with me, either as thanks for their saving or respect for one judged as equal. Whichever the reason, their fellowship is welcome. I also think the Bell Beast is kinda cute now, where it's like... it kind of feels like a dog or like a tamed animal, which you can definitely feel that it is still a beast when it's like in there and like scratching about or groaning or something like that, but still like it's allied with me, and it kind of does it in a cute way. I really like the Bell Beast and the design. Like, it's so good. It's so good. Yeah. I'll continue reading these, and then I think I'll end the episode. And like, if you're not interested in hearing this, you can skip now. There won't be anything else. I just sit on the bench to my right and then end the episode. But I do want to read those all. There's a few more here. But yeah, there won't be anything else in this episode. Pilgrim Corvula. Basic bug of Falum, laid low upon the ground. Pilgrim Pouncer. Agile bug of Falum. Its higher functions have been lost to the haunting. With a softer shell than most, they would have relied on their athleticism to survive. On their athletics, I would say. I don't really know how to pronounce this word. Pilgrim Hornfly. Short pilgrim that uses their long horn to launch upon threats. Pilgrim Husk. Sturdy bug lost to the haunting, rolls at threats with no care for its own discomfort. Pilgrim Bellbearer. Common bug wielding a set of old bells. The bug will fling the bells at anyone it deems still free. Okay, so they attack anyone who is like free of the haunting. So not specifically like Hornet because she's like wanted because she can like make silk in her shell. But yeah, just anyone. Which makes sense. Winged Pilgrim. Short-horned bug born with underdeveloped wings. Pilgrim Guide. Old pilgrim carrying a heavy iron bell staff. Yeah, we've seen that. He can hit quite hard. But he's also kind of easy to dodge. Like, in general, the enemies up here seem to be more simple again. Overgrown pilgrim. Yeah, this one is kinda cute, like spitting those spores. Aged pilgrim, overgrown with lichen and moss. The moss looks to grow even inside their stomach, which the pilgrim spits at foes in compressed gulps. A foul form of offense. Lava slug. Sticky mollusk that defends itself by spraying burning fluids from growths on its back. Smell shoveler. Low-level worker lost to Falum's haunting. Instinct keeps them at their task, though in much simpler fashion than before. Flintstone flyer. Aerial worker lost to Falum's haunting. Bears a pouch full with flintstone which they will fling at intruders. Flint Flim flyer. Brave worker carrying unstable flint flame and wearing a heavy bell to protect against potential ignition. Oh yeah, that's this one. The one that like killed me so many times. Where I also lost a fair amount of rosaries. Smoke rock sifter. Smoke rock sifter, that's fun to say. Symbol bearing worker of the deep dogs. Pans the halls of smoke rock to find traces of more precious minerals. Brushflit. Oh yeah, we did actually... Yeah, I was trying to kill this enemy. Kind of, not just to regain some silk, but also because they kind of reminded me of those bird creatures from Hollow Knight. Which also would show up in the Hunter's Journal, where I specifically like killed them for the Hunter's Journal, and I kind of thought maybe there's something similar here, and that's kind of why I went after them. I probably would have ignored them if it wasn't for that. Tiny timid creatures that huddle in flocks and flee at the first hint of danger. They call out to warn their fellows at the smallest sense of threat. A successful hunt here means staying silent and hidden right up until the decisive strike. They call out to warn their fellows at the smallest sense of threat. A successful hunt here means staying silent and hidden right up until the decisive strike. Yeah, okay. Furted. Skittish scrambler of the far fields. Its antennae resemble stalks of grass to aid in camouflage. It has no means to defend itself. Its only hope for survival is to be mistaken for a plant. Which kind of doesn't happen if it's running about. Which it is. Flapping ferret. Docile bug whose wings mimic the grass of the far fields, a common snack for larger predators. Fourth chorus. Towering iron automaton, driven by water and cog. A terrifying achievement of Falum, to build a construct so large and yet so nimble. Scarlet. Small bowing ant. Oh, this is an ant. That makes sense. Yeah, now I can see it. Yeah, I kind of... It looked a little bit funny to me, but yeah. It being an ant makes so much sense. Small burrowing ant, servant to larger scar. And yeah, there are like these tiny ants which like will carry away like dead stuff, or like, which is also very interesting in the Hunter's March, I think is the area called, or is it Hunting March? Something like that. These bugs work mainly as finders and foragers for the warriors of their tribe. Combat has not long been their nature. Scar Wing. Darting predator that clings fast to roofs and outcrops, often summoned to aid its larger companions. We haven't really seen that summoning. They would make effective hunting companions, though even without the haunting, I suspect their loyalty would always remain to their clan. Scar Scout. Young ant hunter wielding sickles carved from teeth, will often call for aid if danger comes close. Despite their youth, they call for aid, interesting. Yeah, that makes sense, because often there's like a second one coming like digging out from the ground when attacking one of them. I didn't really notice them calling though. Despite their youth, they are impressive opponents. It seems likely their tribe were trained for combat from birth. That is true, yes. So these are all like Scar. So the ant family are called Scar with 2 R. Scar Stalker. Skilled ant hunter bearing blade and armor fashioned from bone. Fierce, strong and disciplined. Yet these qualities do not protect them from the haunting. Is such a fate inevitable in these lands? Spear Scar. Winged hunter that strikes from the air with its bone lance. I think we've only seen them in the arena where I died like a million times, where Shakwa was helping us. In my youth, I envied all bugs with wings. I even fancied I might grow a pair. I have since learned better. Accept the limitations of one's body and argument with tools as needed. And augment. That's how you say that, I think. Scarguard. Huge ant hunter tasked to protect the stores and passages of its tribe. Quaw. Screeching scavenger that roots high in caverns and preys on passing pilgrims. And Lace. Mimic fencer who delights in battle. Defeat one more to complete the hunter's notes. Okay, so we will fight her one more time. Just like Hornet. And like from her moveset and everything, she did remind me of the Hornet fight of Hollow Knight. Which makes sense that there's like a Lace 1 and a Lace 2. And like I did find Lace easier to fight than e.g. the Bell Beast or some other bosses. Well, mainly the Bell Beast, I think. And I think that was because I was kind of accustomed to dodge such attacks. And in fact, I have also beaten Hornet on Radiant, I think, in Hollow Knight. Or whatever the highest thing is. I think it is Radiant, right? I have not done many things in God Home. I still want to go back to Hollow Knight and also like do the God Home ending and everything like that, but I didn't have the time before Silksong actually. I also want to do like a Steel Souls one and stuff like that, where I have at least attempted Steel Soul, but I have so far not been successful. But yeah, like this feels like a fight where the Hollow Knight essentially practice really came in handy, where some of the other fights just felt a lot different from anything you would encounter in Hollow Knight. So I had more trouble with those than with Lace. And I think Lace is probably a difficult or a more difficult foe if you're not that accustomed, like if this is like your first game. And I think also that like this game is much more difficult, or it feels more difficult to me right now compared to Hollow Knight. But maybe again that's because I'm not accustomed to some of the movesets. We'll see what I will think, maybe even after coming back to Hollow Knight after playing this game. But yeah, this is oh, interesting. We can also leave over there, but we will not do that now. As promised, this is the end of the episode, so I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.